And now let's move to Afghanistan. 5 months after sweeping to power, the Taliban is now seeking an active role in distributing the international aid it is likely to receive from different global bodies and the United States in coming months. After the United Nations appeal of over $4 billion aid this week, the Taliban has proposed a joint body in order to coordinate the allocation and distribution of the amount. The Taliban has yet not received the kind of legitimacy it has sought from the international community and has been reaching out to global powers for the same.
The Taliban, which toppled the Western-backed government in August last year to gain control of Kabul, has proposed a joint body of its officials and international representatives to coordinate the billions of dollars of aid it is expected to receive in coming months. Although it has not been made clear by the United Nations and other foreign governments whether they will be backing such an agreement, as it would provide Taliban the access to large funds, which the international community has been particularly apprehensive about since their takeover of Kabul. The Taliban, however, are confident that they are ready to take charge of the country in all aspects.
این گرد همایی زمین سازی نخستین گفتمان مستقیم میان دستاندرکاران ارشد نهادهای بین المللی و مقامات ارشد امارت اسلامی افغانستان در راستای هماهنگی و دیالوگ روی اولویت‌های اقتصادی و بشری می باشد. همکاری امارت اسلامی افغانستان با سازمان ملل متحد در این شرایط نشان دهنده یک مشارکت بی سابقه میان حکومت و نهادهای کمک رسان می باشد.
Western sanctions aimed at the Taliban also prevented the passage of basic supplies of food and medicine, although this has eased after exemptions were passed by the UN Security Council and Washington in December. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, while requesting an integrated support for the people of the war-torn country, also urged the Taliban to refrain from exercising an absolutist administration that has snatched rights of millions of women and young girls.
As I appeal to the international community to step up support for the people of Afghanistan, I make an equally urgent plea to the Taliban leadership to recognize and protect fundamental human rights, and in particular, the rights of women and girls. Across Afghanistan, women and girls are missing from offices and classrooms. A generation of girls is seeing its hopes and dreams shattered. Women scientists, lawyers, and teachers are locked out, wasting skills and talents that will benefit the entire country and indeed the world. No country can thrive while denying the rights of half of its population.
An abrupt withdrawal of foreign aid last year, following the hasty US exit and Taliban victory in August, left Afghanistan's fragile economy on the brink of collapse, with food prices rising rapidly and causing widespread hunger. Some $9.5 billion in Afghan central bank reserves remain blocked outside the country, mainly in the United States, and international support given to the previous government has dried up since the Taliban seized power last August. And after facing several warnings that millions could starve as the economic crisis intensifies, they are ramping up humanitarian aid but have expressed their skepticism at the government interfering in the process. Earlier in the week, the United Nations asked donors for $4.4 billion in humanitarian aid for Afghanistan in 2022, and the White House announced it would donate an extra $308 million. Taliban, on the other side, has asked the international community to provide it more than just humanitarian assistance, as it says the country's institutions are on the verge of collapse and economic recovery of the country would require much more than what is being offered.
ما خواستار آغاز فعالیت‌های انکشافی سایر مؤسسات به شمول بانک جهانی در افغانستان هستیم و باور ما به این است که کمک‌های انکشافی کمک‌های بشردوستانه کافی نیست و بدیل بسیار خوب رشد فعالیت اقتصادی و کمک‌های انکشافی است.
The previous Taliban regime of 1996 to 2001 had provided shelter to terrorist groups including Al-Qaeda, and that has been center of concern for international community including the United States even today. They fear a return of a similar regime would not just internally destabilize the country but would also pose a major threat to the global peace and security. And the developments that have come at a cost of thousands of human lives and trillions of dollars will reverse to square one.